I braved the rain to deliver a birthday gift to my fiancé Christian, only to find him kissing a rising actress. Being the good girl I was, I didn't cry or make a scene.
Christian, we're calling off the engagement.
I announced the engagement was off and walked away without looking back. The next time we met, I was wrapped in Julian's arms, Christian's mortal enemy, the most powerful man in the city, our fingers interlocked. Christian stared at my face, eyes bloodshot.
Vivian, I forbid you from being with another man.
Today was Christian's birthday. Last night I refused him in the final shot again, because I wanted to save our first time in our wedding night. Hope this gift will mend it. I was soaked to the bone, gift in hand, just about to push open the private room door, when I stopped. Through the gap, I saw Christian kissing a woman, their tongues intertwining. Her bra almost falling off, and his lower part clearly bulging. They are like two animals in heat. Someone jeered.
Young Master Blackwell really has it all, a beautiful fiancé at home and never short of women when he's out.
Christian lifted his head from her bosom. The woman in his arms flushed red.
How could I ever compare to Miss Hartley? She's so beautiful.
She lit a cigarette and kissed the first smoke into his mouth.
Beautiful or not, I'm bored of that stupid prude.
Laughter erupted inside the room.
Exactly! A boring beauty who doesn't know how to please a man in bed.
Christian bit down on his cigarette.
Marrying her would just be keeping a display piece around. But she is different. Gosh, I can't get enough of her lips. I mean, down there.
I tightened my grip on the gift box. The sharp edges cut into my skin. Blood beaded up. He was the one agreeing to us postponing the sex to our wedding night. He said I was the purest girl in the whole world, but turned out I was just a laugh. My heart ached. I pushed the door open and walked in. Every pair of eyes turned to me. The air went still. I fixed my gaze on Christian, throat dry. Christian was at first taken back, but as that woman climbed her fingers down his pants, he suddenly seemed to gain the strength to look me in the eye.
Christian, do you really not want to marry me that badly?
He avoided my gaze.
Vivian, whether I want to marry you or not, don't you already know the answer?
You don't know about man.
I lowered my eyes. I pointed at her,
And she does?
and about to come at the woman who just can't keep her hands off my man. Just then, Christian slapped me to the ground.
Don't you dare touch her.
Dirty rainwater dripped from the hem onto the floor. After a long silence, I wiped the tears from my face.
Fine. I'll give you what you want. We're calling off the engagement.
I turned. Someone asked,
Blackwell, aren't you going after her?
Go after her for what? In 2 days, she'll come crawling back. She's like a piece of taffy, impossible to shake off.
My footsteps faltered at the door. I closed my eyes,
Christian, rest assured,
not turning back.
I will never bother you again.
My words fell. Behind me came the sound of a glass shattering on the floor. In the past, the moment he lost his temper, I would rush to appease him. Not anymore. I was exhausted.
Vivian, you dare take one step out of here and see what happens.
I walked out without hesitation. My phone buzzed. It was Julian, the richest man in the city who just won't stop chasing after me since we met.
Could you pick me up? I have thought about the contract marriage.
And?
I will do it.
I stepped out of the club and looked down at the gift box in my hands, a Patek Philippe watch. Christian loved this model. I had gone out of my way to have someone buy it for me. Christian and I were childhood sweethearts. Our engagement had been set since we were young. One afternoon after school, I was nearly accosted by two delinquents. They had ripped my uniform. Christian was the one who saved me. After that, I was certain about him. Everyone knew I couldn't leave Christian, that I was devoted to him completely. I believed I would spend my whole life with him. I never thought a whole life could be so short. I dropped the watch into a trash can. The watch, I didn't want it anymore. Christian, I didn't want him anymore either. I took out my phone and posted a statement on social media, declaring that Christian and I had broken up and the engagement was dissolved. The moment I posted it, a friend sent me a video. She said she had run into Christian cheating and told me to come confront him. In the video, Christian had the rising starlet pinned against the sofa. His movements were growing bolder. My wet dress clung to my skin. My entire body felt wrapped in bone-deep cold. Not a trace of warmth remained. I wandered down the street with no direction. The rain intensified. I hadn't opened an umbrella. I let the rain fall on me. I wasn't paying attention, and someone's shoulder clipped mine. I stumbled and fell to the ground, utterly disheveled. Waves of grief surged up from somewhere deep inside. Then, out of nowhere, a large hand appeared before me. I looked up. I met a pair of dark, deep eyes. Julian. He looked at me.
Get up. The ground is cold.
I reached out. He pulled me to my feet. Then my vision suddenly went black. I fainted. When I came to, I was lying in a bed. I sat up and stared out the window at the pitch black sky, slightly dazed. The room was clean and tidy, black and white decor. Julian had brought me to his home. I raised my hand and touched my forehead. A fever.
You're awake.
I turned. A low, measured voice cut through the silence. Julian stood in the doorway, devastatingly handsome.
Honestly, he was very good looking. Every movement carried the air of a mature man. I got out of bed. Thank you for saving me.
Julian walked over and pressed the back of his hand to my forehead.
Still a little hot. Come down. Eat first, then take your medicine.
For some reason, the moment he got close, my face grew warm.
Okay.
I looked down and said, an inexplicable tension rose in me, then followed him downstairs. We reached the dining room. I sat down. Julian ladled a bowl of porridge for me. I smiled faintly.
Thank you.
The pumpkin porridge was delicious, soft, silky, gently sweet. My whole stomach felt warm. When I finished, Julian placed medicine and water beside me. I had to admit it, he was very thoughtful. I finished the medicine and was about to set the cup back on the table when I saw Julian reach out to take it. I handed it to him. Our fingertips touched. My heart stuttered.
My head is a little dizzy. I'll go rest.
I stood up quickly. I turned and headed for the stairs. The whole way up, I felt a sharp gaze fixed on my back. Back in the room, I let out a breath. My head really was still spinning. I lay down and closed my eyes. I was asleep almost immediately. In the middle of the night, a nightmare jolted me awake, and I couldn't fall back asleep. I got up and stepped out onto the balcony, staring into the vast, dark sky. No stars, no moon. My heart felt just as empty. I didn't know how long I had been standing there. I was just turning to go back inside when I suddenly fell into a pair of arms. I let out a soft gasp and looked up. Julian was looking at me, my heart hammered. Our eyes met. His gaze looked like it could devour me whole.
You've called off the engagement with Christian?
He must have seen my statement online.
It's over between us.
As if moved by something beyond my control. Julian's eyes burned with an intensity I couldn't read. Something unspoken churned inside them, something that made you want to drown in it. Julian lowered his head, his lips brushed against my ear. A scorching breath fell over me.
I know a very effective way to break a fever. Want to try it?